Another week, another panic about sexism in video games. Ever since GamerGate happened last year, the world of video games has been a source of massive insecurity for the progressive left. The other day, College Humor uploaded a video called "Why People Think Video Games Are Just for Boys." I want to start by saying that the title of this video is a massive straw man. I've yet to hear anyone make the argument that video games are just for boys. It looks like College Humor haven't either, as they didn't cite or quote anyone who believes this. However, demographic studies do show that more boys prefer to play mainstream hardcore games than girls. Call of Duty, Dota, and FIFA are all examples of games with overwhelmingly male markets. Comparatively, studies show more girls tend to play social games, games about beauty products, and puzzle games than men do. Our host of this video, Adam, suggests the only reason women aren't sitting and playing Counter-Strike all day in the same number as men is solely because games companies market to boys instead of girls. This is nonsense. So it's time for Lauren Ruins, Adam Ruins Everything. Let's take a look at a clip from the video.
When it came time to market the original Nintendo Entertainment System, Nintendo devised a plan. Instead of selling it in the electronics section, they sold it in the toy aisle. But by then, the toy aisle was completely separated into pink and blue, boy and girl. Nintendo had to choose a side. They went with boy.
So, Adam, when Nintendo chose boys, instead of doing any research at all into who preferred video games more before gendering their games, they just randomly selected one? I doubt that's the way companies make critical business decisions. And considering Adam and his producers didn't feel the need to put any sources or evidence for this claim, I'm going to bet that Nintendo took a look at past purchases and demographics instead of just flipping a coin. Also, consider this. If a company knew they could double their profits by simply making some pink gaming consoles and throwing them in the girls section, why wouldn't they? Well, I'm going to guess it's because they already tried. Not only did they try, but it worked. Just not the way feminists wanted it to. Adam mentions at the beginning of this video that Pac-Man was extremely popular with women.
The game was so popular with women that when it came time for a sequel, the developers gave it a female main character, Ms. Pac-Man.
This is only half true. The creator of Pac-Man, Toru Iwatani, stated that actually, the original Pac-Man was made for girls. They purposely made the characters extra cute so more females would play the game. They wanted people to go on dates to arcades, and fighting games just weren't cutting it for the ladies. And as confirmed in Adam's video, making simpler, cute games worked. It brought women into the arcades, but it still didn't draw them to the fighting games that men liked. They continued to prefer this cute and simpler game type. It's not just the cute aspect either. Even if you put bows in the soldiers' hair for Call of Duty and had them shoot rainbows, it would still probably just bankrupt the company making the game. Big budget 3D games are not what women on average want. Statistically, they don't like playing those. As Adam confirms in this video, they do like their phone games though.
More adult women play video games than teenage boys do.
Sweet.
That's just counting stupid phone games.
So? Games are games, Jake. All that means is that mainstream consoles like PS4 and Xbox One are refusing to serve a huge untapped market.
Untapped market.
Sorry, but repeating something in a deep voice doesn't make it true. Despite focusing on marketing, Adam never explains in this video what marketing to women means. Would it be the pink controllers I stocked on the shelves every day when I worked at a game store? The posters I put up on the walls showing girls playing games? The games made specifically to be more girly? Or the variety of games with all different sorts of plots featuring strong female characters made throughout the years? None of these things drew in more female traffic. What did was when Animal Crossing, Candy Crush, or Sims games came out, because those games spoke directly to female preferences. Sims, solitaire, and puzzle games are certainly not marketed just to women. So why do women prefer to play them over shooting games or PC strategy games? Well, I'm going to take a wild guess and say it's the same reason why when my sister and I first got the GameCube, and we only got NBA for it, we still tried to play house with Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant. There's a wealth of knowledge that shows women prefer social activities to men, and that these differences begin from a very early age. It makes sense that their gaming preferences conform to these basic differences. College Humor wants to have it both ways. On the one hand, they acknowledge that men and women respond to different messages. But on the other hand, they don't acknowledge the inevitable conclusion that men and women are different, will have different preferences, and therefore emergence of male-dominated genres and female-dominated genres is perfectly natural. Now, why do we attribute the word gamer to people who play hardcore shooters and RPGs and not people who play Bejeweled? Well, quite frankly, I don't think we can compare someone who downloads a free, cheaply made puzzle app to play in the washroom to someone who has been purchasing and collecting and mastering a series of newest, highest production value games available. Really though, the only reason this is an issue that even needs to be discussed is because once again, feminists are creating propaganda to victimize women. Women who like strategy games and shooter games play them because they love them, not because someone sold them a pink controller or put boobs on a character. The markets are not out to get you, ladies. Play what you want. There's no danger in having a disparity in genders in certain entertainment categories. Adam, you didn't ruin anything. You just pushed another false feminist narrative that proves you don't understand marketing, capitalism, or women.